All right, good morning. This is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We are at 116 Southeast Maple Boulevard here in Wood Village, gaining access to the sewer line through a toilet pole going into 4-inch cast iron here. We are currently underneath the floor of the house where we are zeroed out, checking the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running. Off we go. We've been in a almost completely submerged line, if not entirely submerged, just about from the start here so far. My understanding there at least was roots in the past here, so they may have grown back and are causing the water to stand like this. All right, my camera is struggling to get past this location here at about 22 feet. If you can see, my camera looks like it's running into some kind of object. It may be an offset joint. We're going to let the line drain out here for just a moment. Hopefully we can get some water to percolate off and get a better view. Okay, so where I'm currently located at, I'm sitting, probably about 6 feet or so out from the front of the house. When I went walking up to locate this thing, I felt some crunchy, weird feeling plastic kind of, I don't know how to describe it. My heel sunk into the ground. You can hear some plastic rattling around. There is an expandy cap that was put into the front yard and do a clean out that's been busted downward into the sewer line. Would appear that someone was aware of it because there's a new plastic cleanout sitting on the front patio, but the flange looks like it got chopped off by a lawnmower or something like that, so there's nothing to really thread the cap into. So what I'm guessing we're running into right now is a piece of that expanding cap that's sitting down inside the sewer line. Because if you look into there, you can see the big thick piece of rubber that goes to that expanding cap. The top of the cap's still up at the ground, but the wing nut and everything else fell into that thing. Looks like a long time ago. The whole top of the cap's busted off there. I think someone probably chopped the wing nut off with a lawnmower and everything fell down into it, is my guess anyway. Until that is removed, part of it can be removed, probably with some kind of rudimentary tools, coat hanger or something like that, something maybe a little stiffer. Those rubber grommets are about the same diameter as the pipe, so you do have to reef on them sometimes. But where I'm stopping there is about 2 feet before that clean out access. So whatever's going on is clogging up, and I can't even, it's clogged up to the point where I can't even reach the clean out. I only get about 2 feet away from it. And as it sits right now, that is causing, the better part of a full-on sewer backup. At least I'm assuming that cap is causing that. There could be some other issue going on there on top of having a cap inside the sewer pipe. Anyway, that needs to be removed from the sewer line. You might be able to drain clean it from the line. You may also you may have to dig it up if it can't be removed. Part of it can be. I can see the rubber part of that cap. But if the other portions of it got into the line somewhere, it's usually a two-piece cap. You have a piece of plastic on top and bottom, or a plate of metal. There's a rubber gasket in between those, and then there's a wing nut and screw that goes down the middle of it. And the only piece that's above ground right now is the top plastic plate. Everything else looks like it fell into the sewer line at some point. Anyhow, we're going to go see if I can find something to retrieve that piece of rubber with, so that maybe we can at least scope from the clean out on out to the street and see how that looks. But there is a section of, I mean, basically everything up to the clean out right now, we can't really scope effectively because the line would appear to be blocked up with debris. There could be a structural issue on top of that, but right now I'm leaning more towards the cap is leading to this problem.